Hello! Welcome to the Rogues Gallery. Today is Saturday, which means today is Retro Roguery. Thanks, Melba! A bit and run, oh dear. That was a speak attack for sure. Hi, JC Thornclad and Raining Rue. I saw your request for the hat trick. I will change hats here in just a minute. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. After Wednesday, I was a little dumbfounded. If you didn't catch Wednesday's stream, it was an unanticipated one for me, at least on this channel. I was supposed to be streaming on my work channel and accidentally went live on both. So in my VODs, there's a recording of me showing off stuff from archives after a bit of technical difficulties, because I don't stream from this setup when I'm doing that show, and that show's setup is a little bit more complicated. Let's see. Okay, I need to do a hack. We'll go for something a bit stealthy. So this hat is green, and I am using a green screen, so it partially chromas out, which is a little bit of stealth. We'll just call it that. Anyway, today is continuation of playing Ultima 1, the First Age of Darkness from 1981. I actually took notes. I took all of my post-it notes and put them on actual paper, so that I know what I've done and what I still need to do. So a reduction in the chaos, just a little bit there. But I also have a list of the emote ideas that we've been thinking of. And I do have an idea now for what the Chaos emote will look like. So hopefully that will be coming soon. As soon as I, commission it. I haven't done that yet. So we ended outside the castle of the Lost King. And we have saved 4 princesses. After having saved many more princesses, but then we went to space and died and learned that you can't save in space. And if you run out of fuel, you just drift. You don't die, it doesn't reset you, it doesn't respawn you. I guess you just float until enemy ships kill you. Instead, we just restarted the game and it loaded us up at our previous save, which was the beginning of the stream. So we lost basically all of our progress last time. But we have finished the quests that we were on to kill things. I still need to go back to the Castle of the Black Dragon and turn in the Lich. And I need to buy a space shuttle again and get back up into space, because apparently a princess will help a space ace. And so either we need to find one or become one. Because the princess will help a space ace through time, and the time machine must be used to win the game, and we need 4 gems, but we've got all 4 of those. So, who knows? Today, we'll try to get back to space. I'll try not to go too far off course, because apparently space is exactly like the dungeons. And you're just going to encounter random monsters, and I need to not go too far from the space station where I can refuel my ship. So we learned some stuff, and we'll progress further. But thank you everybody who's here today, and yeah, I'm going to jump in. I also have decided on a game for Monday's stream, so I'm going to continue some retro stuff on Monday, actually, and we'll be playing American McGee's Alice on Monday afternoon. So game view. Gonna turn down the music. I don't mind having the music because this game doesn't have a lot of actual game audio, but I also don't want the music to like be overpowering. The ghost hat. And I think everything's working. If things are not working, please let me know. I believe I have the captions on. I've got the emotes that are floating across the screen. Yes, Mobius, I have been playing Ultima. It was the very first game I started streaming. I have not made it past Ultima 1 yet. But we're making progress. So I'm gonna continue previous game, where we are playing a male bobbit wizard named Krogan, which apparently class and stuff like that really doesn't mean a whole lot in this game. We are at the Castle of the Lost King, which I don't think I can save this princess right now. But I'm going to try anyway because I could use the money. If you haven't been watching, we have maxed out the experience. We have... we're at 45 strength. I have not figured out how to fully max out strength. We have maxed out agility, stamina, charisma, wisdom, and intelligence by visiting those signposts over and over. We are currently using a phaser, and we have an air car that we fly around in. You were going to stream solo Minecraft, but the time you decided you were going to start, you have a D&D-esque game in multiplayer Minecraft. I mean, too many streams is a problem for all of us, I think. And I actually would love to play this game more, but I save it for this stream. I want to push through and move on, because I started at the first one because I had not played or didn't remember playing the first one, but I really want to get to the Worlds of Ultima game, Martian Dreams, that I tried to play, started playing, never finished playing, and then my computers were too powerful to play it, and now it's part of this package that I got on GOG, and but I decided that I'm going to play my way there by starting at the beginning of the series so that I could see if it fit in anywhere. And here we are in a game that has sci-fi elements. Game volume is a bit high. Thank you. I will turn that down. Alright. Is that better? Alright. I don't want to blow out anyone's eardrums, so thank you for letting me know. I have the key! Alright. Got a few guards to kill to reach that princess. So how is everyone's Saturday going? As soon as stream is done, I have to run over to the grocery store to pick up a grocery order. I usually do that on Sundays, but we're supposed to get a lot of snow. So I scheduled it for this evening, which was the best I could do. I wanted to schedule it for this morning, but they didn't have any time slots available this morning. Let's see. Ooh, yes, I can just go past them. And we have saved the Princess Cassandra. She gave us 500 hit points, pence, and experience points. So that was the Castle of the Lost King. I'm going to put a little check mark here to say that we saved that princess. I don't know if it matters. I don't know if they respawn. I don't know if we can save them multiple times. I just thought it made sense to keep track of which ones we had saved and which ones we hadn't. Board the air car. Let's see. The Castle of Lord British is here. We could try and save that princess while we're here. Exit. Enter. It's been a week. I forgot the controls already. We'll attack the guards because there doesn't seem to be any consequence for actually attacking the guards. They just attack us. Apparently, we are good when we work for the king and bad when we attack the guards. I mean, I don't know why they don't like being attacked. But also, I can't kill the jester without killing the guards. Oops. Hitting the wrong buttons now. Oh, my new little bio entry from Moobot. Yeah, so if you're not aware, I stream here currently 2 days a week playing games. I also stream on the VTUL Studios channel, playing RPGs occasionally, as well as every Wednesday doing a show called Archival Adventures. You just heard Jester and your brain immediately went to lollipops. Yes. Battle lollipops are now a thing. Raining Rue, I'm glad that you enjoyed Archival Adventures. I didn't expect to spend the first, 45 minutes of the stream responding to a massive raid and then dealing with tech issues. But I'm glad that you enjoyed me sharing materials from the International Archive of Women in Architecture. I was gonna do something to do with Black history and our History of Science and Technology collection, but I'm actually having trouble locating anything in our collection that fits that criteria, which I'm a little annoyed with, and we may talk about that on Wednesday. But so I've had to pull other content for Wednesday. I mean, it's a conversation, and I will definitely go into it on Wednesday about how this is what I was looking for, and I couldn't identify anything that fell within that category and was also Black history, and that is a failure of our archives to actually do its work in finding content to add to this collection. Because it should not be impossible to find that. True, and that is part of my job, is to try and address those gaps. And I had not specifically looked for that combination in the past. So yeah, it's a process, but also we really should have that stuff already. So many guards. It's like they don't want me freeing the princess that they have in prison. And as far as I can tell, the key it gives you is random. Except for I thought there was one castle where I always seemed to get the wrong key, but it wasn't this one. And I don't have my post-it notes anymore, so I apparently did not transfer that note. But I'm excited to go back to space and try not to die there this time. I will need to remember to save before I actually take off in the shuttle. I was so excited to have the shuttle last time, I didn't even think about trying to save. Also, I've not had to save, except when I wanted to close the game, because if you die, it just respawns you and you lose some assets, and it's not like there's a way to like reload a save anyway, other than leaving the game. We saved the Princess Julia! She gave us hit points and money and experience points. Yay! That is 6 of 8 princesses that we have saved. I still want to know why they're all locked up in castles. Like, and do they belong in the castles that they're locked up in? Is it like their father, the king, that locked them up because they don't want them running off? Or are these princesses from other kingdoms that have been locked up in the... There's so much that's not explained about the princesses, and I really want to know. Alright. I'm gonna try going north? I don't know what direction to go to get to the last set of castles. I need to get to Olympus and the Castle of the Black Dragon. But I've never actually paid attention to how the screens fit together. I just get to one and look at the landmass to try and determine where I'm at. Oh, there's an orc. Alright, let's see. We came up... So the map that we're on, the bottom of it has forest. And mountains, and we're on this map. I have them all written down now. The Dark Unknown, which is the one map that we needed to be on. So... At the Castle of the Black Dragon, I need to not kill anybody until I turn in the Lich quest to the king. Because I doubt he's going to let me turn in the quest once I started killing his guards. So... I will have to keep that in mind. The only way to have peace is to lock your neighbor's princess up. Yes, that appears to be the case, except that there's no peace in this world. Because of the evil mundane. Alright, enter. Black Dragon's Castle. So I need to turn in my quest to kill a lich, which I have completed and just not turned in. Transact. Krogan! Thou hast completed thy quest. For this I shall tell thee, the princess will help a space ace through time. The king gives thee a blue gem. So we're back to having all 4 gems, and we've gotten the last piece of information about the princess helping a space ace through time, which I could not figure out last time, and so got some subtle hints from someone in chat. I can't remember who, and now I feel bad that I don't remember who gave me the hints. But now I've killed this jester, and we'll see if I can save the princess here. Yes, King, I did just finish a quest for you and immediately attacked your castle. This is why we need the chaos emote. He doesn't seem too phased. Oh dear. More speak attacks happening. Except because this is an off-brand phaser. This is not a Star Trek phaser. This is a phasor spelled with a Z. And an O. Instead of an S and an E. Because this game likes to do off-brand stuff. Which is why I am a a bobbit instead of a hobbit. Not the correct key! I'll have to just storm the castle again. Enter. Immediately kill this guard by the door, because that was annoying. They stay in there if I just walk past. That is good information. I wish I had known that a while ago. Except that now they're out. But I have managed to free the princess from the cell. Alright. Come on, princess. Thou hast saved the Princess Beth. She giveth thee 500 hit points, pence, and experience points. Alright. Check off that we have saved that princess. I'm going to erase my note that I need to turn in the Lich quest. So we have saved 7 of 8 princesses. We will attempt to save the princess at Olympus. Board our air car. Shoot the dragon turtle. Next castle should be north of here. Exit the air car. Enter the Castle of Olympus. Castle of Olympus. It has a beautiful forested or orchard courtyard with a pond, and then 2 additional ponds once you get inside the building. I am uncertain about that layout. I get that Elizabeth is long, but Beth just seems so informal. Yeah. I mean, we could call her Lizzie. That could be. They could be fountains. So I was looking at information about this game because I was like, well, what graphics quality is this considered? It's not 8-bit. It's not 16-bit. It is tile-based graphics, apparently. Which is a like terminology for gaming graphics that I had not actually paid attention to before, is tile-based. But I guess it makes sense. The screen is divided up into a set number of squares, and the artwork, you're just moving a static image from one square to the next. Because this is basically before 8-bit was a thing. And we're saving the 8th princess. I don't know if that's going to give us anything special, or if saving princesses is just for the purpose of getting money and experience points. Thou hast saved the Princess Kristen. She giveth thee 500 hit points, pence, and experience points. Apparently that's all it's for, is just to get money and experience points. At least for now. Maybe we'll have to save a princess after we have a space ace. I'm going to see if they sell a space shuttle here. In the city of Nassau. Somehow, the city of Nassau... Welcome back, JC Thornclad. I hope lunch was good. I ended up having brunch today. I had some eggs over easy with toast and some turkey sausage. And it was very good. So I hope that your lunch was good. So this city's name is Nassau, and we're looking for a space shuttle, and just the proximity of the word Nassau to NASA just struck me for a moment. They do have a shuttle. It's only 720 here, and we have 6,494. So I'm buying a shuttle. And we're going to go to space, but I will save. You can't save in the castles. You can't save in the dungeons. And apparently space is essentially just another dungeon. So you cannot save in space. Alright. Apparently, it's weird to me that Q is the command for saving. Because I'm not actually quitting the game. Alright, boarding the space shuttle. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thou hast lifted off. Okay, now I need something that's capable of... Oops, damaging things. Alright. Down arrow, it does not move me in the direction I am, like, looking at screen-wise, the way that navigation works on the ground. Navigation in space, I have to pay attention to the orientation of the ship itself. So, if I want to go down as per the screen orientation, I need to turn the ship and then press up to go down. And retros, and I think I'm slightly off. I need to go up a little bit. Whoops. Oh dear. Well, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Slow your roll here. I need retros. More retros. Forward. Turn. Forward. My reactions are all wrong. Retro. Turn. Wrong way. Oh, it is so close. Forward, back. Nope. You're supposed... I don't know. I'm going to try going forward and see if I dock. Nope. I bounced off. Forward. Docked! What? What? Was I not wearing my vacuum suit? What just happened? Oh, heck. So I no longer have a space shuttle. We saved right before we did that. I'm tempted to just load the save. Because... what was that? Okay, I'm gonna... Were we not wearing our vacuum suit? We had a vacuum suit. I'm very confused. I did not expect the death screen there. But also, it's nice to know that if I do die in space, I will resurrect on the ground. Okay. Continue. But no one will hear me scream. Scum or succumb? I mean, why would they let me do it? If they don't want me to be able to save and load, they shouldn't give me the option to save. Yeah, we don't have any armor. We have plate mail, but I don't think plate mail's gonna save us from the vacuum of space. Well, let's buy some armor. I wonder if it was stolen by... I don't know where it went. I know we had it. Ooh. Well, I'm gonna buy the vacuum suit. Should I buy the reflect suit? What's the difference? Ready. Armor. I'm gonna put on the vacuum suit, because I know that one works. And we don't die when we go to space with the vacuum suit. Alright, save. And board the shuttle. Oh, that was a very unexpected death. Okay. Turn. And forward, and forward. We're not quite lined up. Turn. We're not quite there. Nope. Oh, I did it again. Nope. Stop. Turn. Retros. Oh. Alright. Nope. We're almost there. No. Okay. Space is very difficult. We have docked. And we didn't die from the exposure to space. Alright, I'm gonna go, I think, this ship. The bottom ship. I have 5,000 shield, 2,500 fuel. So I'm gonna undock. Turn. Nope. Retros. Nope. Forwards. Oh dear. I do not remember the command. I think it's just H for hyperspace to go to the next quadrant. I am going left, which means to get back to the space station, I will need to hyperspace right, I think. Hyperjump can only be made from front view. Oh boy. Light speed! And our mistake last time was we know we need to kill the things, but every time I move... Welcome, Pure and Jade. Thank you for the follow. Every time I move, it uses fuel. and we don't want to run out of fuel. I'm going to adjust and see what I can do. Nope. Alright. I need... Also, I don't remember how to fire the weapons. Fire? No? Fire. Yes. Okay, F. Let's see. Aha. Because they always move away from my targeting. So eventually I should be able to get one basically in the center if I leave it in a corner. I think. Patience. Patience, patience, patience. I don't want to be patient, but I also know that when I wasn't patient, I died from loss of fuel. This is not apparently working. I'm not being patient. I think I said patience. I don't appear to be being patient. Patience is very hard. Oh dear. Get over here, you. I want to kill you. Oh, I think I hit it. Oh, it is difficult. Got it. Can I change views? Yes. Okay. All right. Nope. Stop. Scribbler, thank you for coming by. I'm hopeful that we will figure out what this Space Ace thing is and progress the story a little bit. I'm still confused by space in a high fantasy setting, but see you later. All right, I'm gonna try hyperspacing back and refueling and see what that looks like. Because now I'm paranoid about losing fuel or running out of fuel. Okay. There don't appear to be any enemy fighters in the home sector. That's nice. Alright, I need to... What? Apparently, I need to not intersect the planet when I am flying one of the fighters. Okay. Yeah, apparently. This is why we saved. Because the space is really difficult and frustrating, and I don't want to have to earn all the money again to get back there. So, I'm just going to load. Oh boy. We're learning so much about the game. I know in the research I did on this game, the space stuff was tacked on at the end to fill the disk space. I was not ejected. I'm going to double check and make sure I have on a vacuum suit. I do. That was unexpected. I'm going to board the shuttle. I now feel like I might need to arrange where I am on the screen before I hyperspace jump. I need to not be in that middle section because somehow I think from like the description in the manual, it said something about not flying into the sun. So I probably don't want to do that either. Turn. Oops. I'm in the wrong window. Turn. Forward. Stop. Turn. I don't know. Might burn up again. Yeah. Am I aligned? I am not. It is super subtle. There we go. Alright. I'm in the ship. Backing the ship up. Stopping. Turning. Changing view. Hyperspace. Yes, I am getting better at it. Okay. There is one ship for sure. They're so small. And it shot me. That's annoying. There we go. Alright. If I stop, turn, go forward, stop, turn. I mean, all of these maneuvers would take lots of power in actual space. So the fact that everything I do takes fuel, probably not too far off at the mark. Alright, I'm going to switch back and see if I want to go a little further north, I think. See if it makes a difference where I am on the screen when I hyperspace. Because I don't want to impact the planet again. Hyper jump completed. There don't appear to be any enemies. Let me switch views. Oh dear. Nope. Turn. It apparently did not matter where I was on the screen. Stop. Nope. That was the wrong direction. I have docked. It has not refueled. No. Oops. So if I dock this one and switch here, it's refueled. So I just have to switch ships. But it also appears to cost me money every time I switch ships. So that is good information. Shall we go the other direction? Hyperspace. Yeah. Use it wisely. Okay. Are there any enemies here that will prevent me from switching views? Does not appear to be. We are in a completely barren part of space. There was like a map? I don't remember how to get that. Inform and search, maybe? Worth a try. So the plus sign is where we started. We're one to the right of it. Maybe the diamonds are where there are enemies? Because there was an enemy to the left of the plus sign. But that was last time. Also, maybe the stars are just completely barren? Because that is where we are currently. I'm going to turn and go up one and see what that gets me. All right. Hyper jump complete. There are no enemies here either. Interesting. So I have no idea. Although it's not especially surprising given how things worked in the dungeons where you just wander around randomly until you find enemies. So at the moment, still not sure what I'm searching for here. Hyper jump completed, and there is an enemy here. I see the enemy. And yes, I was saying that S-E-A. I see the enemy. Because enemy and an enemy. I see an enemy here. That's what I should have said. Bad at puns, me. They're hard to hit. Unless they're really close and actually look like a TIE fighter. Ha! Oh. Trying to monitor the fuel while I do this. You there. In your TIE fighter. Or, sorry. I think we determined that we wanted to call them Ascot Fighters because TIE Fighter would be a copyrighted term. And nothing in this game uses the actual copyrighted terms. You there. Come here and die so that I can get off of this screen. I have to win the battle or I don't move on. Come on. Why can't I hit it? So, like, I hit it right on, but it doesn't actually hit it unless it's as big as it can get. There. Oh, fuel is at 1628. Ooh, and there's a space station! No, slow down! I don't want to run into things. Oh, I guess the plus signs have space stations at them then. Okay. I did not know that. Forward. Stop. Down. Forward. Stop. Nope, not quite lined up. It is really subtle. The difference in the when you're aligned with it and when you're not, it's like down to the pixel. Nope. And I hit all the wrong buttons. Okay. I can do this. Not lined up. Stop. Turn. Down. Stop. Turn. I docked the ship. Yes! Oh boy. Alright, I'm gonna take the other ship. I'm in the bottom ship. Fully fueled up with shields. My coin is draining away quickly. Alright. It's a subtle thing, but it is nice how they actually manage like the physics of you just keep drifting in that direction until you put in thrust in another direction. And if you do multiple thrusts, you go at a vector instead of, it's not straight up and down. They've got the diagonals in there. It's, I see the hydrate. Thank you. Yes, kind of stealing someone else's ship, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, this one's fueled up. I'm taking it. So, down from here is where we started. We have full fuel. I'm gonna try, I think, I'm gonna go up one and see what we find there. Since I have not figured out yet what the star panels mean. I think it just means there's nothing in that space. But testing that hypothesis now. And we're here. Hyperjump completed. There don't appear to be any baddies. There doesn't appear to be anything. So we will continue on. Because we have lots of fuel. See what we see here. Hyper jump completed, and there is a bad guy here. Now is when I die from loss of fuel. Let's see what happens. Oh! You there! Come here and die! They don't come when I call. Oh, so close! They're so far away. They need to come closer so I can shoot them. Alright, that is close. Oh! My aim is off! Ah, so close. Also wasted so much fuel shooting at him. They are very difficult to hit. Okay. I know it's possible. I've done it a few times. Get over here. I want to shoot you. And you're making me waste my fuel trying to do so. Oh. I'm gonna get you. Yes, I am. I'm gonna get you. I'm going to get you. You don't get away that easily. Mwahaha! I'm going to kill you! Come on! Talking to it in an evil voice doesn't seem to work there. Oh, there's another one? If I'd known there were two, I would have done exactly the same thing. Three? Okay. Okay. 3 of them killed here. What is in this space? Not much. I feel like if I go left, I should find a space station. And be able to switch out for a ship that has fuel. Assuming there are no baddies and I don't lose all my fuel trying to kill baddies. I'm gonna stop moving in that direction, make sure I'm moving in that direction. I don't know if that makes any difference at all. We're gonna try a hyper jump and see if there's a space station. Hyper jump complete. No bad guys. And there is a space station with a ship. Let's retro. Okay. Up. I might have lined it up already. I did. Okay, so this ship has 1,000 shield and 5,000 fuel. I think we need the fuel more than we need the shields. We have not taken very many hits. So maybe I should have taken this ship all along. Okay. Where do I want to go from here? Where do we go from here? Why is the path unclear? I'm gonna go down? Wait, what are the H's? I haven't been to a single square with an H on it. So I'm gonna go left. Hyper jump. And hyper jump complete. And there's a bad guy. Of course there is. I'm gonna get you. Because I have the fuel to do so now. Mwahaha. I did get him. There's a second one here. That's all? No, stop. Don't fly into the sun! Oh. Apparently H's are unexplored. Interesting. I don't know what I'm looking for. Or if it's literally just like a dungeon and I'm supposed to do something by like killing a bunch of these things. Also, I did take like 300 points of damage to the shield. I guess I wasn't noticing that on the other ship that had lots of shields. Try a new sector. And hyper jump complete. And we do have a baddie. I'm gonna get you. Come on. They're all too far away. Okay. Blank sector. Don't know what's south of us, but wow, look at the shields. Oh boy. I don't want to take any more hits. But I have to go through 2 more hyper jumps to get to a station. I guess we forge onward. 2 more hits and I'm out. I have to go through 2 hyper jumps and you have to do the battle if there's a battle. You cannot... Or do you? Can I just hyper jump again? I can't change which direction I'm going. Without exiting this view. And I can't exit this view without killing the enemies. It is a curious dilemma. Also, probably how the game was made. Don't shoot me! I can't take the hits right now. Okay, this is a little stressful at this point. Don't want to get hit. Come on. Okay. I got through that without getting hit, and there's a station. I don't know if I can refuel at it. There are no other ships at it. I don't know how that works, but we're gonna try. Or re-shield or whatever. I know it will cost me money. Because everything costs money. No? Nope, nope. Ooh, close. I made it! I docked. I've refueled. I've got shields again. Oh boy. I still wish I knew what I was doing, but I guess I will continue attempting to explore the H's. Yep, I think that's what I'll do. Back up. Switch to this view. And hyper jump. Hyper jump! Light speed! Hyper jump completed, and there is an enemy. Oh, I hit the button twice. That uses fuel. Although I don't really care about fuel in this ship. I do care about my shields. You better not shoot me. Space combat in the early 1980s. Oh. You've damaged my shields. Here we go. Got him. Next. I'm gonna get you. Hello, little ship. Oh, darn. So this combat actually makes me feel better about Star Wars Squadrons and how I do in that game. I die a lot in that one, but it is a lot easier than this. Oh, come on. There. Ooh. And we've got ships. I don't really want to dock right now, because it costs like 500 coin every time I refuel. I kind of want to get the 2 corners, but I also feel like I'll die if I try doing that. If I go down, there's 1 screen and then a station. So that's what we will do. Light speed! And hyper jump completed, and there is at least 1 enemy here. At least an enemy here. I see them. Ah! He got away. Got him. 1 more. Again, at least 1 more. I have no idea how many enemies I'm facing. I also have no idea how this fits into the story. Oh dear. Alright, we're in a system that has a sun and nothing else. So if we go down, there'll be a station. Which we'll do. I don't know if we'll dock. It depends on if we take shield damage or not. And hyper jump. Hyper jump complete! I don't think there are any bad guys this time. Wraith Faye, thank you for the 2 gift subs! Welcome to the Rogues, Simsilica and Bibliotech. At tier 1, I believe you are Rascals now. You're on the board now with 16-bit Eric. Because there were shenanigans on Wednesday. Hi, Simsilica. Yes, shenanigans are good. I do have plans for a shenanigans emote. So channel-wise, like, I have 3 emotes that I'm working on. You guys, yes, the sneak attack, while I was warned, was effective. So I have the chaos emote, a shenanigans emote, and the speak attack emote for you, all your wonderful puns. I was just waiting for payday so that I can commission those, because I didn't have the money to commission them right at the time that the ideas came up. But there are more emotes coming because you all have unlocked all of the slots that I can have as an affiliate. So I have to reward that with more art. I still think we're good on fuel. We've only taken one hit on the shields. I'm just gonna keep going. Yeah, I've been really... The community has come out and been very supportive, and I am very, very appreciative of that. And at some point, I'm gonna need to actually pay for Pretzel Rocks so that I can stop having the chat filled up with notices about what song is being played. Because right now I don't have a paid Pretzel Rocks, and so every time it switches to a new song, it posts in chat. Which wouldn't be too bad. Oh, geez, I'm gonna die. Oh. It looked like I was in a good position, and now it looks like I was in a very, very bad position. Holy mackerel. Okay. Switch views. There's no station here. If I go back one, there will be a station. Wait, you can't see my face? Even when... I was referring to Wraith Faye's comment. Even when you can't see my face, you know I'm grinning from the sound of my voice? Oh. Are you talking about when I'm, when I've been on Eric's stream? I see you, Kira. I'm hydrating. I'm gonna push forward and try and reach a station. I have 37 shield, which is bad. That's like one hit, and I'm done. Fingers crossed. And then I might have to start looking at trying to farm some more money. Hyper jump completed. There were no baddies here. Does that make me a one-hit wonder? Oh my. Kira. So many word attacks. Speak attacks. I can't even say it. That is a good question, Raining Rue. I just need to refuel and get back to where the planet is and switch to the space shuttle, because apparently it will get me down without dying. And I still don't know what we're doing. So, like, I still don't know why we're in space. I'm flying around killing things, which honestly is how this game goes. For a lot of it, it was go into dungeons and kill things to level up. I'm uncertain why we're flying around in space and killing things now. I'm sure it will reveal itself in time, because we were stuck with what to do, and somebody checked and told me this is what I need to be doing. So that was as much of a hint as I got, was that I needed to go to space. Which is all the hint I wanted, honestly. Come on, come closer. Let me shoot you. So this, I haven't actually looked So the other graphical style is tile graphics, but this is not. The dungeons and here in space, these are not tile graphics. To your own fault, you're trying to read for Tuesday's class session and watch my stream? In case I'm wondering how that's going, you read the sentence, library materials, except for very rare, fragile, or expensive items, are stored in open shelves. But when your brain saw library materials, except for very rare, fragile, or explosive items, well, generally we try not to store explosive items at all. Thou hast achieved the rank of Space Ace? What? Does that mean that a princess will now help me travel through time? Which map square were we on? Do I need to kill these guys, or can I just hyperspace to the next one? Thou art still a Space Ace! I don't know if that's the thing that we needed, but it's the only thing we've gotten from space so far. Can you suddenly not be? I guess if I die, maybe I lose the title? I don't know. Also, I should have checked the map. I have no idea where I just hyperspaced to. I think I'm going in the right direction. I got a little excited about being a Space Ace. Also, Space Ace to me, I hear it and I'm like, I so want it to be like Snoopy in space on a doghouse. I know that's not a thing, but now I want like a Snoopy Space Ace. Hi Garlic SCR, thank you for following. Oh dear. I did not hyperspace to the right place. I need to go back one and up one, or up one and left one. Oh no! A Snoopy Space Ace can be arranged? Is that what you're saying? Thank you, SimSilica, for the hydrate. Yeah, Garlic. I've been playing original Ultima. I think I went live with it for the first time on the 26th of December, which was my first ever stream. And did not really know anything about the game. I played Ultima 5 as a kid and decided that I was gonna work my way through the Ultima games, and so that's what I'm doing. I need to turn the ship. Do I want to go? They're both kind of the same. They're bad either way. I hope they don't take the title from me if I die. Ultima 5 was probably the game I played the most as a kid. Before, like, the Baldur's Gate series came out, Ultima 5 was just the game. That, and I remember playing, like, the old, like, Duke Nukem game, like, the very first ones, like, when they had graphics that were like this. But there was one game in the Ultima series, in Worlds of Ultima, called Martian Dreams, that I really wanted to play, and never actually got to really play, because... Wait! How did I get over there? Okay, this is a problem. This is the direction I need to be going. Because I hyperspaced the wrong direction again, apparently. I wanted to do Martian Dreams. I had the discs. I loaded them up once, but then... So I played, like, the very beginning of it. And... that was around the time that I was getting ready to go off to college, and I bought a new computer, and I didn't have a 5 1/4 floppy drive anymore. So... Martian Dreams just kind of sat in a drawer, and then I never had a computer that was capable of playing it again because my computers were too advanced for the game. I either couldn't read the media or they were just, the processors were too fast. But now that all of these games were available on GOG, the Worlds of Ultimate games were included in that, and so my plan is to get to that, but I'm playing the games in the order they were released, which is why I started with Ultima 1. I have to battle my way through these before I can tell if I made it to the right square or not. Plus, I also want to play Ultima 5 again, because it has been a long time since I played that, and I remember loving it. There's still a tune from it that will occasionally pop into my head. Not at the moment, not right now it won't, but basically all my life there's been a song from Ultima 5 that has just continually popped into my head, and it is a big part of my youth, so... I just remember there was like a puzzle in Ultima 5 where you had to play the piano or an organ or something. I don't understand. How did I get there? That's not the direction I hyperspaced. What is going on? How do I get back to the planet? Okay. Oh boy. I'm gonna go north. See what happens. I'm glad I'm in the one with lots of fuel. I would like to find a station to recharge my shields. I thought I understood how hyperspace jumping worked. Apparently I don't. Yes, I am lost in the void. There don't appear to be any bad guys here, though. There's a station here, so I can at least recharge the shields. And try to get back to the planet. I've now forgotten the name of the world. Docked. Why have I forgotten the name of the world? It starts with an S. Caesarea. I just want to get back to Caesarea. It was safer. Okay, which ship shall I take? I'm gonna switch to this one that has full shields and 5,000 fuel. But again, how did I get here? I was facing north when I hyperspaced. Yes, so if you, Wraithfey, if you look at the masks, one of the redemptions for the masks is called Hat Trick. And basically I have a pile of hats next to me, and if somebody redeems, I will switch out hats. And this one just happens to be a green hat, and it's not exactly the same green color as my green screen, so it only partially chromas out. So this is a ghost hat essentially for when I'm streaming. When I tried them all on and looked at them, I think I need to be moving in this direction when I switch and hyperspace. My hat exists in both this dimension and the ethereal plane. Yeah, it's like, if you ever saw Star Trek The Next Generation, there's the episode where they all, they beam down to the planet where the people barely wear clothes, and Wesley gets in trouble. And there's like this god creature that they worship in their space, but it's really just a creature that exists in multiple phases at the same time, like on our plane and on another plane at the same time. Spoilers for early Star Trek The Next Generation. This hat is like that creature. Stroganor's hat? That is a great speak attack, Wraith Faye. Yes, I need to get the speak attack emote. I still haven't figured out exactly graphically what that will look like, whether it might just be words. But the Meaning of Night did the masks and did the sub badge and the current emote. So I will consult with Meaning of Night to determine what the upcoming emotes will look like. Yes! I successfully navigated to the space I was trying to get to! I feel accomplished. Now, I just have to get through 3 more hyper jumps, I think, to get back to where I can land on the ground. Apparently, I need to not just, like, stop and aim and, like, do that. That will move me up, because I was last moving up. I need to actually be moving in the direction I want to go. Who knew? The instructions on spaceflight were written as though they were written by people living in a sword and sorcery fantasy world with a sword and sorcery fantasy world level of technology. No bad guys here. That is welcome. Alright. The next one will have a sun. So when I switch to sector view, I need to make sure I'm ready to dodge, because I don't want to hit the sun. And then the one after that should be where Caesarea is. Oh boy. Hyper jump! On day 1, when we started playing this, and we saw in the list of commands H for hyper jump, it was very confusing. Alright, hyper jump complete. No bad guys here either. Nice. Ooh, but I'm gonna check just to make sure. Okay. And hyper jump. I still have no idea how being a space ace is going to get a princess to help me travel through time. But we're a space ace. Hyper jump complete. There are no enemies except myself. Gonna retro rockets. Gonna turn. Ah, but do you have a Winnebago? That sounds like a cultural reference that I am missing. So if it is a cultural reference to something, please let me know what it's a reference to, because it sounds fun, but I don't know what it's from. Oh, it's Spaceballs. Okay. I have seen Spaceballs. I don't recognize quotes from it very easily. Because I saw it when I was like 12 and the babysitter came over and put it on for us because at 12 my parents still didn't trust me to watch my younger brother. And the babysitter that we had was a friend, so it wasn't like a big deal, but she was like, yeah, you don't need a babysitter. Here, I'm going to put Spaceballs on the TV. Still waiting on Spaceballs 2, The Search for More Money. Oh, it wasn't a quote, just a reference. Okay. We're more likely to get Spaceballs 3, The Search for Spaceballs 2. That would be amazing. Oh my gosh. That would be the perfect sequel to Spaceballs. Thou hast landed safely! Oh my god. No. Okay, Z is fine. But let me save. Let me exit the shuttle and save. Game is saved. I made it to space. I made it back from space. And I'm alive. And I'm a space ace. Hi, Rykar. Holy mackerel. Okay, so the princess will help a space ace through time. First, I need... I look at it and I'm like, it's less than 4 digits. I need food. Nope, no ludicrous speed here. I'm gonna buy food. I'm gonna give them... Ooh, money is tight. I'm gonna give them No, I don't want to buy 200 food. Oh, I forgot how all of it works because I've been in space for too long. I have totally spaced out. Alright. Hit points are good. Food is fine for now. Experience points are good. But I could use some more money, so... And I need a princess to help me through time. I'm gonna go try and rescue a princess. Because they pay well. The guards in the castle of Olympus. Come on. This is not the best layout for attacking because on this layout I have to attack all of the guards. So probably not the best castle to have entered to do this. Just have to get the phasers and magic, yes. I also have an air car. Like I said, I grew up playing Ultima 5, and so when I got into this and there were references to sci-fi stuff, I was very confused. I'm an archivist professionally, like that's what I do for my day job, and so since I'm playing old games, thought that I would do a little bit of research on them and give like history of it. So like Moobot will occasionally drop in some info about the game. But one of the things I learned was that when Richard Garriott made this game, I don't have the right key. Like the space stuff was added to this game because he didn't have, or because there was space left on the disc, and he decided he just wanted to fill the disc and to show off kind of what he was capable of doing. So all of the space content in this game was just added because there was extra room on the disc. which I think is awesome and amazing. And also, I did also learn that Richard Garriott is one of the characters that inspired, if you've seen or read Ready Player One, there's the legendary like video games character in that who creates the situation that puts them in the guy who made the contest that they're all trying to win was in part based on Richard Garriott, who created Ultima. And the author of Ready Player One actually like has said that Richard Garriott was one of the inspirations for that character, which I thought was pretty neat also. All right, first I'm gonna say, here, let me give you money and you can give me hit points. And then I'm gonna kill your guards and try and steal the princess that you've locked away. How's that sound? Yes, Richard Garriott's dad was an astronaut, and Richard Garriott wanted to be an astronaut, but his vision wasn't good enough to be allowed into the astronaut program. So he ended up working in computers instead. He eventually did go to space. He was one of the first commercial, like, space tourists. The first PC game that you played was Oregon Trail on green screen Apple. I don't know what the first one that I played was. It might have been Oregon Trail. I know we played Oregon Trail on the one computer in the library at my elementary school. But my dad did computer work, so we had a number of games. I remember, like, the original Duke Nukem, which was a DOS-based game. I remember... Oh, there were a couple of others around that same time. The Ultima games. I'm not sure what the first one was that I played. Oregon Trail is punishing. I don't know why we found it so fun, because it was ridiculously difficult. Basically, you just always die. Let me save this princess and actually have the right key this time. Sim Earth. I vaguely remember Sim Earth. Again with the wrong key. At some point they updated Duke Nukem, I think, and it became a lot like Doom and Wolfenstein, which is weird to me because it was basically a platformer when I last played it too. Like, not just when I first played it, when I last played it. It was fun because it was what we had. That was one of the first I remember playing at school. At home, the first game I owned was Tetris. Yeah, Duke Nukem 3D was weird to me because, like, I remember the old original Duke Nukem games, and they are nothing like Duke Nukem 3D. I'm gonna keep trying here and see if I can finally, eventually get it to randomly give me the right key again. Because I'm a space ace. I'm trying to save the princess. Which definitely feels like the plot of some cheesy, like, 80s sci-fi movie. I want to say like Big Trouble in Little China, but it's been forever since I saw that, so I don't know if that fits. Save the princess, save the universe? Yeah, something like that. Save the cheerleader, save the world. I had such a crush on Milo Ventimiglia in that show. I haven't seen him in the show that he's in now. Is he even still in it? I thought he died from stuff that happened in the show. Let's see. The show he would be in right now is This Is Us, I think was the name of that show. Thou hast saved the Princess Beth. She giveth thee 500 hit points, pence, and experience points. She informs thee that thou art now ready. I didn't get the whole message. I read too slowly. I don't know what to do with that. I'm saving. She informs thee that thou art now ready. I'm going to see if I can get the rest of that text because I don't know what it said. Yes, Princess Beth. I'm gonna try and do this without spoiling anything for myself. Because that was important information, but it wasn't on screen long enough for me to read it out loud, and I should have just skimmed. Or I should have just read the second paragraph. So apparently it was information about a time machine that she was giving me. But I didn't get it. If you clipped it, that would be great. And Kira, if you can permit Garlic to post a link, that would be fine. If you want to post the link to the she informs that thou art now ready for time travel. All right, Garlic, if you want to post the link now, it should let you. All right, I'm gonna play this and thank you. She informs thee that thou art now ready for time travel and that there is a time machine far to the northwest. Yeah, you did. That clip starts at exactly where that text showed up on screen. So thank you for that. All right, far to the northwest. Given that I don't understand how the maps fit together, I don't know where the northwest is. But we will explore the northwest part of all of the maps until I find it. The map we are on currently is this one, which is Lands of the Dark Unknown. So I'm gonna hop in my air car and we will fly northwest and see if we can find the time machine. Kill a giant squid along the way. Signpost. Okay, I know where we're at. So north. I can't fly the air car through forests or over mountains. I should have gone over the water. I would not have had to go so far east. Alright, we are at the tip of this... Oh. Oh. I would say that is probably the time machine. Okay. Exit the air car. And... Thank you, Rykar. Yes, I do believe it is time to save, so that we don't lose all our progress like we did last time when we went to space for the first time. Okay. Board? Time machine. Entering the craft, thou dost remark upon 4 holes, marked R, G, B, W. The proper gems fit in each hole. Further examination leads thee to 2 discoveries. There is a button marked Launch, and thou art locked in, with nothing to do but press it. As soon as thou hast pressed the large black button, lights begin to dance across the control screens. Generators shake the very floor beneath thy feet. The small craft begins to tremble and rattle as thy journey through time begins. After but a few moments, thou dost feel a strong magic pulling thee from thy craft. A moment later, thou art face to face with the evil Mondaine himself. Good luck. This is it. Oh dear. Hopefully phasers hurt him a lot. You hear a strange chanting. Mondaine casts Mind Blaster. Stats are reduced. Oh dear. Ready? Spell. Kill. Mondaine casts Magic Missile and missed. Cast. Interfitio Nunc. The spell doth seem to make him stronger. Apparently the kill spell makes him stronger. I don't like that. I have no idea whether there are tricks in this fight or whether I just need to live. Psionic Shock apparently turns the entire screen reverse colors. Mind Blaster. Ooh, 30 damage is not bad. 47 damage. 61 damage. I mean, he's doing decent damage to me when he hits, but he's missing a lot. And the phaser seems to do pretty good. Damage. Ooh, 88 damage. Why did we have to travel through time to fight Mondaine? I'm very confused by that. Yeah. I'm afraid, though, if I check them... Yeah, everything's reduced. Because agility, stamina, charisma, etc., they were all at 99. And strength was at 45. But checking my stats gave him an extra attack against me, which is what I was afraid of, but oh well. I mean, I guess that's why it was good to come here with maxed out stats. I don't know of a way to restore it. At the moment, I don't have any strategy other than attack. Oh. Wait, he turned into a bat. He's running. Hey, you, come here. I'm gonna kill you. It didn't work for the spaceships, but maybe it'll work for him. He's too far away to attack. Do I just need to hit him when he's a bat? Which is a little difficult at the moment. Ah. Arg. Apparently he's rather difficult to hit at this. I don't know what other options I have. Wait, got him. This phase 2 is a little less stressful. Hello, bat. Get into a corner so I can hit you again. He's one space too far. See, I'm continuing with this strategy of just shoot him because that got him to progress to a second stage where he turned into a bat. So it feels like it's the proper strategy. Also, I don't have any more kill spells, and the kill spell apparently made him stronger. I'm afraid to use magic, even though I am supposed to be a wizard. Yeah, good thing we brought a lot of food. In here, this is being treated like a dungeon, apparently, because it's not using food at all. Oh, come here, you rascally rabbit. What spells do I have? I could try a magic missile. That's the only offensive spell that I have right now. Ready, spell, magic missile. I think this fight is just about persistence at this point. Ladder up! Hit him with a ladder! Cast. Oh, it hits him. It was the only one I had. At least it didn't make him stronger. I do like the chaos of, wait, what? How did I... Oh. The thing in the center is randomly casting thing at, like, something. And apparently it finally hit me, and it burned me for 200 some damage. Hey, get back here. Let me shoot you. I'm not sure. I couldn't affect it. I tried to attack it, and it did nothing. I can try again. Oh, touching it burns me. It looks as if he's creating the evil gem. It is apparently an evil gem, and Mundane is creating it, so I should kill Mundane. Also, it might just be that he has found a source of some radioactive material that my character has never seen before. Because despite having flown a starship, I think my character is primarily from Sword and Sorcery Dungeons and Dragons setting. Smash all the evil things. Yes. Oh, don't miss. I just want to kill you. Why won't you stand still and let me do it? Mundane is dead. Or is he? Well, apparently he's not. Is this phase 3 of the boss battle? So far it feels a lot like phase 2. I missed a lot there. I don't know what I'm supposed to do there. At this point, if I hit him, it says that. Or does it? I don't know. It did a couple times. But he pops right back up. Oh! Okay. I know where that damage came from now. I hit right one too many times and I bumped into the wall, and the wall is fire. Inspect? Thank you, Sincerius. I am stretching. I don't know how to kill this creature. If it's just a matter of me continuing to hit and hit and hit, I can do that. I just don't know how long it will take. Oh, thank you. That feels good. Oh. Don't you run from me. Let me hit you. That is entirely possible. I just don't know what. There's an option. Let me see about that. Ready. Armor. Reflect suit. Don't know if it will do any good. Also, I need to not run into walls because I am slowly killing myself. He comes right back up. I don't know. I mean, it has progressed because he was him, and then he was the bat, and now he's the bat and occasionally appears to be dead. Still hurting him, and he's staying down, which I like. I don't know if I need to do something else, or if this will eventually just kill him. Just going to keep beating his face for now. Stay down. It looks as if he is creating the evil gem. It seems like something he would do, yeah. Can you... I don't have another magic missile scroll. So if that is what's required, it would require quitting and reloading. I'm not able to attack it with the phaser. I don't know what to do. Ready, spell, create. Can I take it? I'm still able to hit him. So T is transact, and it doesn't do anything. Let me look at the rest of these commands here. Attack, board, which I'm not standing on anything to board at the moment. Cast a spell, drop, enter, fire. That's for on the ship. Get. Whoa! Get gem. 1188 damage. The gem is destroyed. Thou art victorious. Oh, what? A rain of silver lightning heralds the death of Mondaine. Fleeting glimpses of fates avoided. Fleeting glimpses of fates avoided rush through thy mind, as the arcane power of the mage's dying scream echoes in thy ears. 1,000 years pass in but a moment's time, as a strange sleep overcomes thee. Upon awakening, thou dost find thyself in new surroundings. A stately youth in violet robes helps thee to thy feet, whereupon thou dost see the thousands who gaze upon thee in adoration. Thy selfless heroism hath saved our people, my worthy one. Should our gratitude alone not be enough to sustain thee, know that I, Lord British, hereby ordain that the entire realm of Caesarea be at thy service for all time henceforth. So let it be done. And yes, we almost died because I kept running into walls. We just won the game. That was Ultima 1. That we traveled through time after rescuing multiple princesses. We went to space. and flew around in an air car with a phaser. We've done Ultima 1. Oh, it doesn't actually work. It says press Control-Alt-Delete to restart, but Control-Alt-Delete actually just brings up my Control-Alt-Delete menu for Windows 10. So that's fine. That is amazing. I'm going to switch the view back to chatting. We're done with Ultima 1. I'm only live for a little bit longer, and so I don't really want to start Ultima 2. But I can bring it up and we can see the screen. Brykar, thank you for the bits. That is very much appreciated. Let's see. I'll bring this up and see if I can get it to load into a view and we can actually look at maybe the intro to Ultima 2 and then take a look at the manual. Because I enjoyed reading through the manual of Ultima 1 before we started playing it. Interesting. Let's see if I can make this work. Game. Change my settings. Ooh. It appears to have grabbed it. Ultima 2! 2! Ultima 2! I finished the first game that I ever started streaming. I've finished 2 other games before this one. Because on Mondays I played There Is No Game, and then I played Never Alone. And both of those are done. This game took quite a bit longer. But it is time for Ultima 2! Ultima 2, Revenge of the Enchantress. So I could type D for demonstration, P to play a game of Ultima 2, C to create a character. Well, since we are at the moment not actually going to dive into Ultima 2, I'm going to press D for demonstration. And we can see what it looks like. Graphics have improved. Origin proudly presents Ultima 2, Revenge of the Enchantress. It's just running through like a set thing, but the dungeons, like, this is a step up graphics wise over what Ultima 1 was. The colors are not, I think the colors were better before, but like the snake in the dungeon is actually in color and not just a weird white blob. Cool. I'm gonna see if I should have the manual. Let me see if I can pull it up. And we can take a look at the manual for Ultima 2. GOG Games Ultima 2. And no. Downloads. Ultima 1, 2, 3 manuals. Ultima 2 manual. Haha! Ultima 2. And then I have manual view here, where as I scroll, you should hopefully be able to see it at a size at which you can read along with me. Ultima 2 by Lord British, which Lord British is Richard Garriott. Lord British was the nickname that his Dungeons and Dragons group gave him because he had a British accent and was from Britain. And they just called him Lord British. And he apparently adopted that and went with it, like ran with it. Ultima 2, create a character. Making a friend is what you are doing when you choose C for create a character from the main menu. The player you create is your alter ego, who will negotiate the Ultima 2 universe at your side. Together you will find friends and monsters, royal courts, and misty dungeons, action and adventure. The skeleton of a character sketch will appear on the screen. You have 90 points to distribute among various physical attributes that give soul to your character. Once you've distributed the points, you get to choose your character's physical attributes, sex, race, and its profession. Finally, you can give it a name. How you distribute attribute points obviously affects your character. Not so obviously, however, your choice of sex, class, and profession also has strong effects. Here's how it all works. This is like 10 times more information than the manual to Ultima 1 gave us. The manual to Ultima 1 laid out a description of the world and the events going on within it, but gave zero information on character creation, what the stats were, what they did, why you chose them, any of that. It didn't even give us the controls. I had to go and find... because GOG didn't include the controls reference from Ultima 1, I had to go out on the internet and find the controls reference from the Commodore 64 version in order to even know what the controls were. So this is a big step up in the accompanying attributes to this game. I guess since we're talking about Ultima 2... Oh! You all can't really see. It's kind of off to the sides there a bit. I will see if I can fix that. So hide this. And let's... That doesn't help. Zoom. Fit height. That's better. Now you can actually see the sides of the text. Also, I am no longer Ultima 2. Just update the stream category there, since I'm not actually playing Ultima anymore. And instead, we are looking at Ultima 2. Okay. The attributes. Strength determines the damage you can inflict on a foe in a fight. Naturally, each foe's attributes will also influence the relative success of your attack. Agility influences your skill at wielding a weapon. Some weapons require a considerable amount of agility in order to use them at all. The higher your points, the more agile you are. Of course, you would never think of using it this way. Good agility also increases your chances of success at stealing. Stamina reflects your ability to defend against attack. Armor adds to your stamina. Attacks from extremely strong monsters make it all irrelevant. Charisma governs your success in bargaining with merchants. Prices are generally lower when you are fun to have around. Wisdom is required to cast spells successfully. Yeah, I remember Ultima 1's manual had a lot of flavor text. Ultima 1's manual was all flavor text. This is more like a manual. I'm hoping that there will be some flavor text. I also don't know if there were additional things. I think Ultima 2 came with maps. Ultima 1 didn't come with the maps, and I had to go and find them too. The game did, just not the GOG version. Intelligence is what you need to tell a Balron from an angel until it hits you. Actually, intelligence increases your skills in bargaining and in casting spells. The more you have, the better your bargains and spells. You must allocate at least 10 points to each category. Clever players can increase their attributes up to 99 points apiece during gameplay. Figuring out how to obtain the extra points is part of earning them. They're costly. Some extra points come easily. Each race has a strong point that is reflected in attribute points for your character, and assuming that your character must have some predilection for its profession. That choice, too, alters one of its attributes. When you choose a race, profession, and sex for your character, you add to his or her character attributes. Here are the races. Human gets you +5 intelligence. Elven gets you +5 agility. Dwarven gets you +5 strength. Hobbit gets you +5 wisdom. They have changed from Bobbit to Hobbit, but they're still going with Balron instead of Balrog. That is hilarious. Now the professions. Fighter, +10 strength. Cleric, +10 wisdom. Wizard, +10 intelligence. And thief, +10 agility. Finally, and you may ponder whether this is not a rather strange sequence, you must give your character a sexual identity. If you choose to make it a male, your character will gain strength points because males are usually stronger. If you choose to make it a female, your character will gain charisma points. Casual copyright infringement. Yes, Kira, yes, they did. So I know I haven't done the research yet, so I don't have the details for Ultima 2, but it came right on the heels of Ultima 1, so I'm guessing 1982 timeframe for when this came out. So yeah, really tied to that idea that the sex of your body is deterministic as to character traits. Yes, it is a historic document, and as I say in Archival Adventures, sometimes when looking at historical documents, you'll come across things that you find offensive. It's best to just take the time that you need to react and feel your emotions, and then you can consider it within the context of the time it was created, which is honestly the only context that you can consider a historic document in. This game is going to have wonderful things about it. It's going to have elements that we don't agree with or don't like encountering because it is a historic document. And in playing retro gaming, you encounter things like this where today, my expectation, if this game was being made today, I would want them to have an option for non-binary gender, not just male and female. I would not want them to tie specific stat increases to specific genders or sexes, as they call them here. There's no reason for it. And a lot of games have started to inch in that direction. There's still a lot that are dead set tied to this male-female and making you choose. But I'm going to take this game for what it is and try to enjoy it while I play it. I think this was not a thing in Ultima 6. Not sure about the others. Yeah, I don't remember. I really don't remember very much at all. And I've never played Ultima 2. I think I had played Ultima 1 before, but I do not believe I've ever played Ultima 2. I don't remember stat increases being tied to gender in other games in this way. So I don't know. Let's see. All your character needs now is a name, and the only stipulation here is that the name be no longer than Rumpelstiltskin. If you try to make it longer, you might upset the program. That is actually a really cute way of introducing the character limit. They don't just say that you're limited to a certain number of characters. They say that you just need to not be longer than Rumpelstiltskin. Hi, Be Right UK. Welcome. We are doing fantastically. We made it back to space. We became a space ace, got a princess to tell us where the time machine was, used the time machine and killed Mondane, and destroyed the dark crystal. The evil crystal, sorry. And we finished Ultima 1. So right now we're taking a look at the manual for Ultima 2, which has some aspects of being historical document with regard to gender and physical sex, and tying those to stat increases. So we were just talking a little bit about that. But yeah, since it was only like 40 minutes before the end of my stream when we finished Ultima 1, I loaded up Ultima 2 and set it into demo mode. So it's kind of just flipping through screens of Ultima 2. And I pulled up the manual, and we're looking at the manual. Because I didn't want to actually dive in and start playing. I'll save that for next week when I can break up the video easier that way. I'll probably run through the manual pretty quickly at the beginning of next stream as well, just for anybody who shows up then to watch Ultima 2 and isn't here for this. But I thought this would be a good way to continue and get a preview of what we're going to do next week. Look, you have a new friend. He/she will become your faithful comrade in arms. He/she will do your bidding, fight your fights, and find your treasures. Ultima 2 awaits you both. So now, this paragraph right here, this idea of you've created a character, and that character will do your bidding. This is where the avatar starts to come in. So Ultima 5, you are the avatar. Like, that is a big deal that I remember from Ultima 5. And I was expecting it in Ultima 1, and the avatar was never mentioned. And I was very confused. This right here. You have a new friend who will be your faithful comrade in arms. They'll do your bidding. That is where that idea of the avatar comes from, or is first introduced. Like, it's there. They don't say avatar, but it's there. Movement commands for IBM adventurers. On the surface of a planet, the right and left arrows control movement east and west. The up arrow moves north, and the down arrow moves south. So it's not W, A, S, and D like we're used to in modern games. It is literally the arrow keys. In Dungeons and Towers, the left and right arrows control left and right turns, and the up arrow moves forward and the down arrow retreats. In space movement, so we've still got space in Ultima 2 apparently. In space, movement is determined by Xeno, Yakko, and Zabo coordinates. Refer to the Ultima 2 galactic map for the coordinates for your chosen destination. I really hope GOG gave me a galactic map. I really, really hope they gave me a galactic map. Oh, they did! Galactic map! There's a galactic map! Oh dear. Hang on one second. View. Page navigation. I want scrolling. Thank you. Ultima 2 galactic map. The Sun. Mercury. Venus, Earth, Mars. Like, this is literally just our solar system. It tells about terrain. It gives coordinates. It says whether there's life. Apparently, life on Mercury is question mark. Mercury has water and swamp on it. Venus has water, swamp, and grass. Earth has all varieties. Mars has mountains. Jupiter is water and grass. Saturn is water and grass. Uranus is forest and grass. Neptune is grass. And Pluto is mountains. 1982. Copyright 1982. Lord British and Sierra Online Incorporated. apparently we will be traveling the solar system. And then there's a reference here for commands. Interesting. We still have attack. We still have board. We still have cast. Descend lets you go down a level by rope in a dungeon or tower. We still have the enter command. Fire shoots the ship's guns. Get hyperspace ignite. So there are torches now. That's new. Jump lets you jump up and down, which is a good way to release frustration, especially when things are not going well. Often used in tandem with yell. See, yell. What? Okay. Climb. Apparently we navigate dungeons with rope in this game instead of with the ladders that we had before. Launch. A plane or a rocket. Magic. So the actual commands have expanded a little bit here. Negate stops time for all things farther than 1 square away from you, giving you a chance to get out of a tight situation. Negate will only work for characters who possess a particular magic item. Offers money as payment or bribe. If the non-player character that you're offering to has nothing to give in return, it will accept your offer as a generous gift. Pass allows 1 game turn to pass without doing anything. However, others will not pass their turns. Pressing the spacebar accomplishes the same thing. Quit, still used to save. Only works in the countryside on Earth, and you must not be aboard anything. So you have to get out of your vehicle. You're not in town. You're not on another planet. So again, really limited on when I can save. Ready gets me to equip weapons. Steal, we had that before. Transact lets you talk with the people of Ultima's universe. You must follow the command by giving the direction toward which your communication is to take place. Because of the intricacies of winning and even playing tips are available only from characters in the game, you should transact as much as possible. Don't skip anyone. You may even meet someone you know. So that's new. In Ultima 1, we could not talk to anybody. We could transact at vendors, and we could transact with the king, but apart from that, we could not talk to anyone. And this is now telling us that it should work with everyone and that we should talk to everyone, which is pretty classic for role-playing games, but it was not in the game before this, and it is in the game now. So it's adding an element that we're pretty familiar with from games like Zelda and all of those kind of top-down role-playing games where you just have to talk to all the villagers because they're going to have quests for you, and you're going to need to do those quests to gain experience, to move on, like that entire mechanic. Unlock to open doors. View gives you, if you have a certain magical item, a bird's eye view of a town or village, or a satellite's view of a planet. 1 viewing per unit of magic. View doesn't work in dungeons or towers. Where, the formatting in this PDF is not the greatest, because where is over here. Outfits you in your choice of the armors that you own. So they've separated before it was ready. And it was ready to ready armor, spell, or weapon. And so you hit R, and then you'd hit A, W, or S. And then you would select which item you wanted to equip. Now they've broken it into 3 separate commands to ready a spell, a weapon, or armor. Yell stops everything while you type in anything you feel like yelling, then gets on with the game. In other words, you can let out your frustrations, but it won't affect the game in the least. Often used in tandem with jump. See, jump. That's amazing. And we still have status, which stops everything to display a text screen of your character's attributes and possessions. This is also the only command that affects a complete and open-ended pause in the game. So, in the first game, everything was paused except when you moved. You moved one space, everything else could move. Now, apparently things will happen on their own unless you freeze time or open the status menu. Magic spells. Only clerics and wizards can use magic. That is new. Having magic restricted to certain classes is new with this game. 9 spells fall into 3 categories. Spells both clerics and wizards can use, spells only clerics can use, spells only wizards can use. So both of them can use light, ladder down, and ladder up. Those are wonderfully familiar spells there, ladder down and ladder up. Light is new, creates magical illumination, and eliminates the need for a torch. Only clerics can use Pass Wall, which was destroy in the past game. Destroys a wall in front of you. Surface teleports you immediately to the surface of the planet that you are on from within a tower or dungeon. That is a brand new spell. That did not exist before. I guess there was something similar. I just never used it. Because it wasn't well described in Ultima 1. It was Blink. The ability to be physically transported a short distance while underground. That, it seems similar to that, but maybe not exactly the same thing. Prayer, which we used a couple times in Ultima 1. Spells only wizards can use. Results simulate reality? On prayer. That it does say that, yeah. Calls for divine intervention to destroy your foe. Results simulate reality. So prayer was a spell in Ultima 1 that you could cast when you had no spell scrolls. And the way that magic worked in Ultima 1 was you had to buy the scroll, and when you ran out of scrolls, you couldn't cast the spell anymore. And if you had no scrolls left, you could cast prayer, which basically did absolutely nothing. So I take that as essentially the same thing. That you can pray, but it's probably not going to do anything. But we did have like maybe once that actually using prayer did something. But it was very unusual for it to actually have any effect. So wizards can use magic missile. Blink. Here, okay, so blink and surface are not the same. Blink teleports you randomly anywhere on the same level. That is a much better description of that spell. Kill attempts to obliterate your foe by magic, which, when we tried on Mundane, made him stronger. In the universe of Ultima, acquiring spells is simple. You simply purchase them at the appropriate stores. Their cost rises as their power increases. Surface sounds like a scroll that I will definitely need to have many of. Yes. Casting a spell uses it up even if it fails, so be sure to have plenty of a spell you plan to count on. To use a spell you have bought, you must first press M for magic to specify, yes, this readies the spell, press C for cast. It will remain in your online spell until you choose another. Yeah, that's the same as Ultima 1. What you see. When the playing screen appears, you see your character in the center of a landscape. Use the movement keys to move around just enough to see that you're on a map. Don't wander very far, your character isn't apt to be very strong yet, and you have no weapons or armor. Do notice the text at the bottom of the screen. It looks something like this. CMD North, hits 400, CMD East, etc. Now press Z to pause in playing. A text screen will take over, showing your character's attributes and possessions. But all you want now is its pause function. So no nasty orc will come along and do in your new friend while you're learning how to get about. On the left, Ultima 2 asks your command with CMD and writes out your full command, although you press only one key. In the dungeon, it responds to direction commands with forward, right, left, and back instead of compass directions. So this is what I was expecting from the manual from Ultima 1, and Ultima 1's manual was all flavor text. On the right, the number next to hits represents the number of hits you can take in battle and survive. Monsters vary in strength and decrease your hit stockpile by various numbers of points accordingly. The number next to food represents just that and works rather like a fuel supply. A little bit dwindles away after each turn, whether you do anything or not. If either hits or food reaches 0, you're out of luck. Hits can be replenished, but you must discover how to accomplish that. Food is pretty easy to replace. All it takes is money to buy it and a store that sells it. Look for food stands in villages. So you can heal, but they have not said how. In Ultima 1, you healed every time you left a dungeon. I'm guessing it won't be the same because why would they hide that if it was the same as in the previous game? I don't know. Third line experience increases as you fight. Every encounter has the potential to add to your experience, and most do. Occasionally, you'll take on a foe who's a real wimp and get no experience from it, though. The amount of your experience determines your character's level. It's shown at the top of the status screen. Gold, the final line, shows, got a guess? How rich you are! Not very. You can make more gold by fighting and winning, in which case you get whatever your opponent was carrying and by picking up chests in dungeons and towers. There are plenty of ways to spend gold. The first is the one that you need to indulge in now. First quest, arms and armor. Press any key and the world will magically reappear. Did you notice a town nearby when you roamed before? Head straight for it and enter. You need weapons and armor if you are to survive at all. It sounds like they're walking us through a walkthrough or I don't know. I don't remember what they're called. The part at the beginning of the game where they tell you how to do things. My brain will not give me the word because the only word that's coming to mind is walkthrough. Tutorial. That's the word I was looking for. Tutorial. There are plenty of others eager for a share of your gold, so be on guard. Yeah, tutorial. Getting to know the natives. Did you run into any monsters outside? They don't care about your motives. They attack, and you must fight them. In town, you may see some of the same monsters as well as various other people. They seldom attack in town unless you do something you shouldn't. But just now, you're not strong enough. Instead of fighting, talk to townspeople. This is entirely different. In Ultima 1, you literally just, oh, you're weak? Go kill people until you die. Because all that mattered was building up experience points. And eventually you just stop dying. Here they're saying, you're too weak, don't go attack people. So, very different. Transact, the command line will ask for the direction you want to talk. Enter it. And the creature will respond if it can and chooses to. Only rare orcs have the power of speech. Oh. They're very behind the times on their orc lore. Again, historical document. If you attack in town, the guards will come after you. A lot of people you meet will say whatever is the popular response in their crowd these days. Now and then, someone will break away from the crowd and reveal something extremely useful. Without these bits of information, you won't get very deep in Ultima 2, and you certainly won't win. So talk to everyone. Put up with the bores to find the gems. Transacting is also how you communicate with storekeepers to make purchases. Most such transactions are self-evident, but a few use abbreviations for products and you may need clarification. So it's time to identify weapons and armor. Then let's meet in the pub. Choose your poison. The weapons dealer will ask you to choose between DA, MA, AX, BO, SW, GR, LI, PH. These represent respectively dagger, mace, axe, bow, sword, greatsword, light sword, and phaser. Since that's too difficult to read, here's a table. Phasers! There's still phasers! I'm definitely going to be trying to get the phaser. We used it all through Ultima 1 once we were able to get it. I will plan to do so again. Each is more effective than the one before it, and more expensive too. Be careful because at first you aren't apt to be agile enough to wield anything larger than an axe. At the armory you can buy leather, chain, plate, and the magical reflect and power armors. Power armor. You may as well wear your new armor and ready your new weapon right away. Be prepared. There is one weapon you cannot buy. You must earn it. It is the magical quicksword Enilno. Okay. Wizards and clerics are probably smarter to wait a few turns before purchasing spells because they need armor and weapons too. Thank you. Thank you. Wizards and clerics need armor and weapons. When your character can afford them, you can refer to the magic spells given with the command list to decipher what's been offered you in the magic store. Pubs have always been centers for gossip and street wisdom. The universe of Ultima 2 is no exception, and as usual, the barkeep is the wisest of all. When you talk to bartenders, they'll ask, buy or tip? Which is better than in Ultima 1, because in Ultima 1, when you went to the tavern, or the pub, or whatever it was called, and you walked up and talked to the tavern keep, all you did was lose money. You didn't get anything from it. If you buy, you'll get a drink at a reasonable price and a comment that may or may not be useful. If you choose tip, the keep will ask how many gold pieces you're willing to spend, up to 9. Pay up and you'll get an important clue about the workings of the game, Ultima 2, which of course you may have already heard if you've asked the keep before. Bartender's information helps you play Ultima 2 successfully and with understanding, but only from oracles and sages can you get strategy hints that enable you to win the game. They are expensive, and they too can repeat themselves. So there's definitely a little bit more in the manual. I will start next Saturday with a look at the manual for Ultima 2 before we dive into the game. I will also make sure that I'm prepped with the maps. Here we've got, I'll have to adjust the framings on things because it's different PDF documents now. But we've got a map here for Ultima 2 that is basically the map of Earth. I don't know if the other view will give you a better... So I'll have to do some adjusting on that to make it fit. But yeah, we'll be looking to start up Ultima 2 next Saturday. I'm live again for my next scheduled stream on Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, and I will be starting American McGee's Alice. So stop by for that. It should be a fun time. I have played that before, but it has been a long time. And I've got that. I also have Alice the Madness Returns. But we'll start with American McGee's Alice, which is the first one. It is a dark interpretation on Alice in Wonderland and should be a good time. And then I'm live on the VTUL Studios Twitch channel on Wednesday at 2:30 p.m. for Archival Adventures. So I would love to have you stop by there, and I will be exploring some items from the archives at Virginia Tech. Otherwise, I think I'm going to set up a raid. Um, let's see who's live that it would be lovely to go and say hello to. Ooh, I think I'm going to send you all over to Good Time Society. They are currently playing a board game called Skate the Card Game. If you're not familiar with Good Time Society, they are an awesome channel created by Becca Scott, and they do role-playing games as well as board games, and they have a fun time, and they are wonderful people. So if you don't already follow them, I encourage you to do so. Thank you everyone for stopping by today, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye!